Hello again. It is time for another installment, right? Welcome. My name is Dr. Lisa Lewis, and I'm taking you on my wellness and weight loss journey. And today was another one of those days. So far, anyway. Yesterday was a great day. I think, was it yesterday or the day before, I officially lost 10 pounds. And so I was so excited. I was doing everything like right, and I was feeling good. And I decided to, again, I'm continuing my 40 minutes. I'm walking about 40 minutes a day. And I remember a couple of days ago, I told you that I kind of fell off because I was feeling a little down by the fact that I wasn't losing weight as quickly as I expected. And then I jumped back on a horse and said, hey, losing any weight is still a good thing, right? But I do feel like my energy's up. I feel like my sleep is getting better. I don't have my joints and things aren't as achy. Even though I didn't have a ton of pain, but I had this small ache in my lower back that would come and go, and it would shift from left to right, and it was like right at the top of my hip. And sometimes my knees would start to pang a little bit, and I'm feeling no pain in any joints. I haven't had any back pain since, I think, probably 2 days since I started. So definitely pulling out the wheat for sure, pulling out the dairy, pulling out the sugar, all the inflammatory foods is definitely supporting me in getting healthy, right? So remember, it's not just about weight loss, it's also about wellness, okay? But today, not a good day again, okay? I tried. I did as much as I could so far to make it a good day, and I'm gonna make it a better day because I'm recording this in the middle of the day, so we still have more than half the day left. But I realized that I was rushing out of the house today, and I didn't weigh myself, and I didn't follow the standard routine because I had to attend an old friend's funeral. And I was trying to, figure out like how I was feeling and, all that, kind of get my thoughts together and my feelings together around this loss. Because you know how you have a friend from a long time ago, and you maybe haven't been connected really closely, but you have fond memories, and so you're thinking back to old times and how everything was great, and then it hits you that you're never gonna be able to pick the phone up and talk to that person again, right? So that kind of hit me today, before the funeral, and then after the funeral, I felt like, yeah, like this is gonna be rough. I'll be able to get through it, but what I recognize is that as I was looking at like my numbers, like my heart rate, my resting heart rate, and a lot of things that I'm also tracking on my Apple Watch, the grief and the sadness was significantly affecting my numbers, right? So I this is like a direct understanding of how stressful things and how anxiety and how sadness and our emotions have a direct effect on our bodies. So I was rushing out of the house. I didn't eat, but that's no problem because this is an intermittent fasting program, right? So I knew I would be able to eat when I came back. Then after the services and everything, I went to the grocery store because I knew I needed some vegetables and some more seasonings and things of that nature. And so I was just trying to synthesize like the grief and the sadness and all that kind of stuff, running around to the grocery store, doing a whole lot of stuff, but still trying to stay in relaxation mode. And I looked down at my heart rate was like 20 points faster, almost like I was exercising. And I just felt so tense in my body. And then I got on the scale, which was the last thing I was supposed to do, okay? Because I didn't weigh myself in the morning. And since I weigh myself every day, I was like, oh no, I ran out of the house and didn't weigh myself. And I gained 0.4 pounds. So I gained a half a pound when I did nothing different yesterday. Except for, I guess, I didn't weigh myself first thing in the morning, which is what I've been doing. So I'm not going to really compare that number, because, when you're weighing yourself and when your stats, when you're taking your stats, your measurements, all that kind of stuff, you want to do it at the same day of the week. You want to do it at the same time of the day. Just like if you were checking your blood pressure or doing anything, you want to make sure that when you choose the time that you're going to do it, you stay consistent, right? Like if your blood sugar, right? Blood pressure, all those things. You don't want to like compare a morning number to an afternoon number, which is kind of what I did. And of course I got in my head again. And then I got sad again because now I'm sad that I gained weight. I'm sad because of my friend's death, who, by the way, was way too young, right? So of course I'm processing the grief and processing like, how is it that, people die so young and, leave kids behind and leave it when, lifestyle in itself wasn't that bad, right? Like, and this person died because, well, I don't think they had prostate cancer, but he didn't pass away from the cancer. He passed away from surgery. So anyway, I know I'm rambling, but that's kind of how my brain is feeling right now. I'm feeling like today is kind of one of those days where I'm just going to chalk it up to experience. I'm going to just feel what I feel. I'm going to just breathe and relax. I'm going to go take my walk in a few minutes. I'm going to eat my regular food and do what I do normally. And I'm just going to let my body does what it does. Okay. But I felt like it was important for me because I didn't want this recording and this, this journal to be a journal of, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm doing that. Like, I needed to be a feeling journal because, again, the weight loss journey is a journey of emotions, things that we're holding into our body and things that we need to release, because weight is a thing to release, right? And emotions, when we hold them in, they also don't get released, right? And sometimes experiences that you may have had even when you were younger, you might be protecting and shielding yourself, and a lot of times that weight will show up because it's trying to be a protective mechanism, right? So I'm trying to make sure I feel all the feels and everything that I need to feel during this process because I want to release. I need to let go. And I happen to be an emoter. So it's not like I'm the kind of person who holds my feelings in. If I feel something, you're going to either see it in my face and my eyes, or you're going to hear it out of my mouth. But, grief is different. Everybody processes it differently. Everybody experiences it differently. And, when you think about fond memories and things, you can't help but to lament and say, what if? And I know this person was only a few years older than me, but I just had to sit back and think like, oh my gosh, what happened? What if that had been me? My life would be over. And have I done everything that I really wanted to do and I needed to do? Have I left a legacy that I'm really interested in making sure that I leave? And am I finished? Am I done? And I know I'm not, which is why I'm talking to you guys now. But with all that said, I'm so happy that I'm on this journey of getting better Like, even if I feel like I wasn't so bad off, I'm never going to stop trying to improve myself and get healthier and stay healthy. Because there's so much more that I want to do, and there's just never enough time. Just never enough time. So anyway, yep, I went backward, but I'm not counting that I went backward because I'm going to check my weight tomorrow and see what happens. But it was my bad. I didn't do what I normally did every day, and I kind of fell off the path, and as a result, I think my weight went back the other way. But I also think it went back because it's just a hard couple of days. It's just been a hard couple of days. And, I'm just going to just be. I'm going to go and meditate, I'm going to relax, going to walk, and start again tomorrow. All right. So I wanted to just kind of share this with you and let you know that, yeah, you might have some setbacks, but don't stop the journey. Just keep going. You're going to have your peaks and your valleys. And even though this is a valley right now, I understand why. And I'm, just going to sit in it and feel it and experience what I'm supposed to experience and cry if I need to cry. But I'm going to learn from it. And tomorrow will be a better day. All right. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.